Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I know you can't see me. Hold on a second. Hey. Okay. Hold on. Let me just one moment. Let me know if you can hear and see me as I invite my guest, John Shaw. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let me try something here. I created some overlays. Let me see if they will work. Hold on one moment. Let me see. And John is there. Hey, John.
How's it going? I like the logo you made. I'll just share this out now, so I will.
Let me see. I want to see if this will work. Yeah, it does. I can take that out now. All right. Okay. I think we're all set up. Hi, Sherry, Gabriel, Lorraine, Claude Dog. You know how to pronounce that? Claude Dog? Dag? Cheryl, and Spring. It's like everyone is from watching me from Facebook. No one from YouTube has commented yet. I hope there's no lag. Hold on, let me just. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Can someone comment right now at this very moment? Because last time I was live, there was a huge delay. Okay. Cheryl just said, hi, hey, John.
Hello, Cheryl Lee Davis. Would you mind if I gave Cheryl Lee a couple of cards? She paid me for a reading the other day, and I and never got a chance to give her a few cards. Would you mind?
No, it's okay. Okay, we can go ahead and get started. I wanted to introduce you
Oh,
before we
sorry. You know
because
me.
I'm sure there may be some people here that are not familiar with you. You know, John Shaw is living and is from Ireland, and that's why I have the 5 p.m. GMT, so it's 5 p.m. there. Um, he's been a tarot oracle and he's a channeler as well. I don't know if he wants to add anything to that, or we can just jump right in and get started with the readings. It's up to you, John.
No, that pretty much describes me. Uh, that's basically what I do: read cards and channel.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll take the spotlight off of him and we can go ahead and get started. Let me know if everyone can hear us or hear John very well or very good. And go ahead, John. You said Cheryl sent you a donation, so we can go ahead and
Yeah.
get started there.
Let me see.
And Cheryl, if you can't hear him, please comment. Let us know.
Hello, Tara. Hello, CJ.
CJ, Danny. Okay, everything sounds good, looks good. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Danny. Go ahead, John.
Cheryl, first card out, the Sun. One of the most positive cards you can get out. Plans that work out perfectly. So whatever you're working on, that there's no need to worry. It will come to a good ending. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. So it can maybe be training professionally, or a project, or maybe you're working as part of a team. Gratitude for the blessings of life. So you're very grateful for everything that you've got. Being grateful for everything you've got just attracts more things. So keep doing what you're doing, is what that card's indicating. This card, King of Summer. Honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. So that whether you're single, the next person you meet will be trustworthy. If you're in a relationship, they are trustworthy. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So that could be the project again. Next up, 3 of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. So again, as I was saying, it could be training you've been doing for some some profession. Be the best. Sorry. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So it's going to be very abundant, rewarding. It will be material things. Although you're not after material things, you will be rewarded with them. And final card, ego. You can maybe have offended someone just by being yourself. If that's the case, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't. If someone gets offended by you speaking your truth, there's not much you can really do. The illusion of being trapped, also placing too much importance on material items. I don't feel this is you. This card's indicating someone you're dealing with, getting caught up in fear and worry. Let me know if that resonated, Cheryl Lee. Do you want to pick someone else, or do you want to do the same person, Leo?
Go ahead and pick. Go ahead and whoever you're drawn to, go ahead and do them now because I'm making an edit to the pay apps. I'm adding your name. I thought I added.
No problem.
Go ahead and do that while I go ahead and make this change.
Just let me know whenever.
Go ahead. You can go down.
CJ, we'll get a card for CJ. And if you want to keep commenting while Leo's getting caught up, whenever I see your name, I'll give you a card. Yeah, Cheryl. CJ, 7 of summer. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So don't be reading too much into things, CJ. Just let things flow, and you'll know the right decision to make at the right time. I'll move on to Shakti Serious. If if any of the people watching from Leo's channel that I don't know, if you want to comment, I'll be able to give you a card also. I'm just going by names that I recognise from my own page at the minute, but if I see one of your names pop up, I'll be more than happy to give you a card. Shakti Serious.
Who do you have now?
10 of autumn, so coming to the end of a cycle. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones. Making wise investments or planning for retirement. Honouring family traditions. Shakti.
Okay, so that was for CJ, right?
That last one was for Shakti. CJ was the first card. I just done one card so I could.
Okay. I'm not sure. I don't see who that person is. I don't see their comment. So
Shakti Serious.
oh, Shakti. Okay.
No, it's my accent, Leo. You have trouble understanding it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, welcome to our live stream. So we're doing, as you can tell, many readings. We're not really going too much in depth because of the time. So basically, what comes to us is what you need to hear, in a way, for your highest and greatest good. If we don't get to you, please still pay attention to the cards or the messages that come up, and pay close attention to your intuition. Because if I'm reading someone, John is reading someone, and that message makes sense to you, then it's for you as well, right? There are many ways Source, our team of angels, guardian angels, spirit guides, relay messages. And even though we may say, hey, this is for so-and-so, but if it resonates with you, please accept that and follow through on your intuitive ideas. If you need to take action or the next step, et cetera, if that makes sense. I don't see any comments from YouTube. My YouTube channel is Psychic Medium Leo Shelton. So if there's anyone from YouTube watching, please comment, let me know, because the profile picture will show the YouTube symbol. That's how I know when it's someone watching from YouTube. Okay, yeah. So once again, if you read the description and read my the event post, you can ask anything from A to Z. If it's something that you've been struggling or it's been a challenge, ask that question. Or you can just say general. We're also going to do many mediumship readings, messages from loved ones, animal, pet communication readings. So if you have an animal companion that you would like to ask a question to, or if you're concerned about something, whether they are physically with you or have passed on, I'm also a pet psychic. And then we also have the tarot, which is mainly with John. I have oracle cards. And then if anyone has any type of paranormal activity in their home, I would like to know. That's a little specialty that I like to do. So if you have a paranormal situation in your home or at work, or you feel a presence, I'll try to at least find out what that is, what's the cause, and what you can do to, you know, have that entity or spirit, maybe even a loved one, get you some clarity on that. All right. Okay. So, excuse me. Thank you, Danny. Danny says Leo rocks with animal reads. He's great at it. Thank you. Philly, I love something from loved ones, please. So, Philly Ryan English. I'm assuming you're a male. Is there any particular one person, a loved one you would like to hear from? If so, just say their name and what their relation is, and let me see if I can tune into that person's name to your energy and see if they will show up and give you a message. So, in fact, if you want a mediumship reading, actually think about that person. It's like making a phone call, right? You think of them, hey, please show up. Please show up to Leo and John. I want to get a message from you. I feel you around me, blah, 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 blah. So, excuse me, met you back in a group 3 years ago that I was admin. Would love to read from you if possible. Sure. Sister Angela. Okay, so he says Sister Angela. So give me a second here. Well, this is really interesting. Someone has stepped forward. They have dark brown hair, and it's kind of long, and then it's curled, like maybe she curled the ends. It's kind of straight, but then curled at the end. A good head of hair. She says, I have a good head of hair. So let me know. Let's just kind of see if does that make sense to you, Philly Ryan? Okay, Cole. You got one more time. All right? Chill, bro. Chill. Let me see. She says that she's telling me that she's in the kitchen, that she hangs out in the kitchen a lot. So she's telling me that's where, or kitchen, dining room, if you have one of those open spaces. She's talking about that. She's laughing. She's laughing because she's actually hearing my thoughts, because someone was being a little idiot. And so I'm connecting to her, but I'm also saying something about the person, and she's laughing at me. I forget that spirit can see and hear everything. But she just wants to tell you, Philly Ryan, that she's in the kitchen. She hangs out in the kitchen. So if you want to connect with her or feel her presence, maybe you already that she's there, and she loves you, and she's available. She says she's doing great. I'm fine. She says, I'm fine. All is well here. She kind of flips her hair back. So there you go. I know these are not in depth, but I can only share with you what they share with me. And being that these are kind of timed, little mini ones, you know, but hopefully that helps out. But she's telling you want to connect with her, or anyone in the family wants to connect with her, go to the kitchen. I see her standing kind of like leaning up against the refrigerator or sitting at the dining room table. All right, go ahead, John.
I would definitely agree with that. There, the talking to heaven cards that I drew, I got that she's there helping him. I wasn't able to pinpoint it to the kitchen, but that does make sense. She also wants him to know that she's become one of his guides. So also, as you were saying, all he has to do is think of her, and it's just like opening up a telephone conversation. Once you think of them, they're there present with you. They don't want him to feel guilty or like their death was painless. She doesn't want him feeling guilty. There's nothing to do with him. There's nothing he could have done any different. And the other message was, if she knew now what she, or if she knew then what she knows now, she would have lived differently. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I got.
Okay, so Philly Ryan, please give us your feedback. Let us know if the messages from your sister made any sense to you. Let's see. Would you like to pick the next person? Anyone you're drawn to?
I seen it's maybe something you specialise more in. Do you see Brandy Cam? Brandy Kam. She's talking about an entity in her house, but I think Brandy's come into my lives before.
Okay, what's her name?
Brandy Kam.
Okay. Brandy, please come. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I see it. I also have certain gifts, but I'm always learning and growing it. We have an entity at one of our properties, a couple of houses down from our main residence. All I know is the main entity is ancient. If you can sense it out, possibly tell me more about it. Would highly appreciate if you're drawn to me, of course. Also, great to see you, John. Okay, go ahead, John, and then let me just see. I'll go after.
Again, I feel there's good entities attached to you. The way you're saying it's a couple of houses down, I feel your house is protected. It can't come there. There's ancestors, spirit guides, angels all working on your behalf. Brandy, I feel you've had dreams on this situation. You've dreamt what went on back a long time ago. That's how you know it's ancient, because you've had experiences with it. It's I feel it's I do feel it is ancient. It's something that we don't understand properly, but focusing more on the good like past loved ones that's around you. Whoever this is that's protecting you wants you to know that their death wasn't painless and not to hold on to guilt. You've been together in dreams. I think you've actually dreamt that they were protecting you in a dream, or they were in the same dream as whenever you were experiencing this entity. They are there helping you. There's a lot of people there helping you. So just connect with them. Think about them. Think you like whoever. But whenever you detect a different energy, whoever you're thinking about at that moment in time is who that energy belongs to.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to add on to that because I'm getting on top of that this is a male energy, this ancient one. And either A, this is like in your bloodline, like an ancestor. That's what I'm getting. And then on top of that, you've got other ancestors around you as well. So, and I'm seeing you mentioned that it's a couple of doors down. I'm also seeing that there's a lot of history on this land. Like I'm seeing a lot of like grass, trees, space, almost what we would say in the U.S. as a rural area, or like a country area, or maybe like a village or something like that. Like I see like a lot of land, but I'm gonna also state to you, Brandy, to um, simply meditate. Maybe even go outside, close your eyes, and set the intention, whether you say it verbally or within, that you're open to meet with them. Um, Make sure you bring in your guardian angels. Um, and then just, I would also say maybe start a journal and start writing things that you're picking up. That way you can always go back to it, and it even builds a stronger bond with your ancestors. I really feel one, this ancient one is, for some reason, he's telling me that you two actually had a previous life, a parallel life together, and or there's some type of relation as well. He just added that he's your guide. He's one of many spirit guides. And he's saying, um, there are many types of spirit guides, meaning they have specialties or they have an expertise in a certain industry or field or area. And this ancient male is helping you with your natural abilities, your gifts. So please follow through on that. Find some quiet time and call that ancient ancestor in. Make sure you have your guardian angels for protection. Um, yeah, and that's about it. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if she commented anymore after that, but let us know, Brandy, if that made sense to you. Okay. I'm drawn to Gabrielle.
Yeah, notice that comment.
I am an angel on this earth. I work with the archangels, also am a soul communicator, healer, psychic, and medium. My gifts are mainly clairvoyancy and clairaudience, and I also speak in the tongues of angels. Can you let me know what my grandfather Timothy says? I blocked out his energy because it's very painful to chime into. Okay, Gabrielle, let me know if you're still here. First of all, just type I'm here, because I know you wrote that a few minutes ago. So Gabrielle Hutchins. I know there's a delay, so okay. Okay. Let's see. What I'm seeing this man step forward, tall, kind of slim, and wearing glasses. And he wants to address, can you let me know what my grandfather Timothy says? I blocked out his energy because it's very painful to. Okay, so he wants to discuss that. And he says, you are correct. You've put up a block, but he kind of laughs and says, your blockages can't keep me away from you. So I'm always available to you. He says he still is able to communicate to you through your intuition. So you still hear him. maybe you don't want to see him because of how he passed, but he says you still hear him. He says, well, I'm going to leave it at that. Um, he says, you're gifted. Um, he says something about guilt. You really need to release and let that go. And this is how, and forgiveness. And there's some anger as well around his death. And this is why you've chosen to kind of block him. But he says you work on those areas of releasing, letting go. I'll be right with you. He says he sits by your side often. So you may sense and feel him, Gabrielle. But yeah, that's his message to you. He believes that eventually one day you'll release that block and you'll be able to, however you want to communicate with him. He says, I can appear in your dreams. You can feel and sense me. You can see me through your mind's eye. Where it's up to you. All right, Gabrielle, let me know if that resonates with you. Let me catch up on. Brandy says that hit a lot of familiar notes and things I feel as well. Thank you. And yes, the house we reside in is highly protected. The ancient one down the street also has some malicious intent, but I've told my fiance I feel it's reformed, if that makes sense. Again, thank you both.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Gabrielle says she donated to me. Okay, let me. But did you want to connect with Gabrielle Hutchins? John?
Sorry. What was that?
Did you want to connect? Did you have anything for Gabrielle? I can put her message back up.
Yeah. The first thing that comes to mind is he wants her to know, or he wishes he had told her more times that he loved her. They've been together in dreams. I feel they can maybe even astral travel together, like as companions. And the main message is that you'll be together again. Like this is just temporary absence away. I feel there's a very close connection between the two of them. And let me see. He's not bound by any more earthly worries.
Okay, so also Gabrielle, he's laughing right now because as I'm reading your latest comment, okay, so he's saying he's let me tell, if you guys are not familiar, spirits can choose to show up however they want, right? So I say that because maybe he had a different body type, or maybe he was a little bigger than what he's showing me, because I said tall and slim, and he's laughing because you just addressed that he wore glasses, so he's laughing at that. There's something about how he chose to show me how he is, how he chose to, and he says that when he was this size or that size was one of the best times in his life, if that makes sense. But he's laughing at your comment there. And thank you, Gabrielle, for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me see. And I appreciate those kind and loving words too. Did you read that, John?
Yeah. It's very, very nice.
Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Let me know if what I added makes sense. He's definitely with you. Okay, is there anyone that you drawn to, John?
Let me see. I'll just go through the comments again.
Hi, Tiffany. Yes. She says, here for curiosity if this works. Oh, I see what she's saying. She's skeptical but open-minded. That's fine. Welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. Go ahead, John.
Okay, so Tiffany Harding then will. What
Oh,
were
you're
you
drawn to Tiffany Harding?
well,
Okay.
how, like just the one card, Leo?
It's up to you, whatever you feel.
If we do it one card, then we get through more people. Do you know what I mean? But if you've got a longer message, just whatever flows, you know. Tiffany, the card for you is Queen of Summer. Loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others perhaps too much. So Tiffany, you're compassionate and you help as many people out as you can, but you need to focus more on yourself so you're in a better position to help out more people. If you continue going the way you're going, you'll run yourself into the ground, if that makes sense. You need a bit of rest. You are intuitive. You get ideas in your head. You might be you might be curious, but there's something that's really got your attention. There is something in it, and you're inquisitive to find out more about it. I feel so connected.
Okay, so I'm drawn to Tiffany as well, and it's really interesting. I'm drawn to my Rebel Deck Couples Edition. This deck is an Oracle card deck, but it's raw, it's to the point, and it's fun. I love this deck. But I have two of these. There's the couple edition, which I'm drawn to you, Tiffany. So this is in regarding you and your partner or boyfriend or husband or fiance. So the Oracle wants to give you a message through this deck. Then I have another deck, which is the original deck. But let me just tune into your energy and ask, what does Tiffany and her partner need to know right now? And I'm just going to pull one card for you. So the message is, love the one you're with. And it says, this includes you, Tiffany. So this is on top of what John was picking up. Didn't you say something about for Tiffany to take care of herself more?
Yeah.
So self-love, self-care. Maybe you're giving your power away to your partner. Maybe your self-esteem is low. Maybe your partner is kind of overpowering you, taking your power. So you need to reclaim your power, but that's your message. Love the one you're with. This includes you, Tiffany. Let us know how that resonates with you. Who's next, John? You
Vicente Soldani.
this one?
Yeah.
Hi, today is someone's birthday who is very special to me, and they aren't here anymore. Love and appreciate anything from her. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead, John. Excuse me.
Vicente, the card I got for you was the Shadow Queen. This represents acquiring knowledge. you're always looking to learn something new. You're never satisfied with that you know enough. You're always studying. You could maybe be feeling insecure due to past relationships. Maybe in a past relationship you were manipulated or something along them lines, and you're not very trusting in people. But the people that you will be meeting will be trustworthy. The ones you can't trust are in the past, but in the future you will be meeting trustworthy people. Uh, if you're single, you won't be for much longer. If you're in a relationship, it just grows, the bond grows deeper and deeper.
Okay, so I'm Vicenta mentioned someone's birthday who's very special. Do you have more, John? What are you saying? I can't hear you.
I I didn't realize it was like past loved ones who was speaking to, but let's see. I'll get a message. She wants you to know she's with the rest of the family. Uh, they're like a long line of they're all together. I feel there could maybe be something like you were speaking about bloodlines earlier. I feel there's something to do with her family bloodline, like cardinal bloodline or something along them lines. There's something there's something about them that they've got that money can't buy. It's like a wealth, and maybe she's a reader also or a healer. I'm not sure.
Okay, so this person, she actually led me to my talking to heaven. These are messages from our loved ones, from angels, pets, can be. But she wants to give you a message, Vicenta, and you let me know if this resonates with you. This is her message to you. And she says she hears you. She heard you, wishing her a happy birthday, whether you said it out loud or internally. Um, she is showing me an image. Now, I don't know if this is kind of a metaphor or if this literally happened, but I'm showing like you are sitting on the edge of your bed, sitting on the edge of your bed, and you're crying, and she's showing me that she's with you, like her arm is around you. She's trying to comfort you. So I don't know if that literally happened, but she just showed me that image. So if you felt her, know if that really happened, or maybe this is something that will happen in the future, or it could represent that she's by your side, right? So she wanted me to tell you that. And she said, you better celebrate. You better celebrate my birthday. Stop all of this crying. That's what she's saying. I want out, and then she says, I want to hear some clink clink. You know how you say cheers, or whatever, we say cheers or toast or whatever. She wants that. So hold on. I just want to go to my guidebook for the message she wants to give you. So her message to you, Vicenta, is this. She wants you to know, my mind is free. Look at that image there. My mind is free. She says, I worried a lot when I was alive. It seemed as if I spent most of my days and nights feeling anxious about the future, family, money, and the earth. Now, she says, I realize that most of what I worried about was never a reality, and those things did not materialize. I brought about myself. because fear attracts negativity. And she says that with her finger up like this. This is a message for you. Fear attracts negativity. If I could only go back into my body for 5 minutes, I'd apply this new knowledge to show you how a worry-free mind creates and attracts a worry-free life. So that meaning is really deep, and she really wanted to get that across to you. And then she says, don't forget, celebrate, clink, clink. All right. Let me know if that resonates with you, Vicenta. Anyone you're drawn to, John?
There's a message there from Michael.
Mako. Let me put that up. Oh, Michael.
You're going to get accent yet?
I was thinking, Mako, what? No, Michael. Okay. Michael, Granny has passed. I know she has a message for me. Please, can you help me? Thanks. All right. Go ahead, John.
Okay. I feel she wants you to remember her by the happy memories that you've created. She also wants you to know where she's at. Beautiful. Also, I feel you've, for some reason, you felt guilty whenever she passed. She wants you to know there's nothing to feel guilty for. And the other message she's got for you is always choose love. Life is a series of choices. Always do the right thing for the right reasons. And one last one. She's one of your guides. I feel you communicate with her every day, Michael. Or you sense her every day. She always comes into your thoughts. Whenever she's come into her thoughts, she's there present with you.
All right, so John, let me know when you're finished, so that way I can.
Finished.
I'm waiting for you. I like, is there more? Or has he finished? So just let me know. Hey, okay, I'm gonna. You can say something like, I'm gonna leave you with that message, and that, or whatever words you want to. Just to let me know. Right. So Michael, your grandma wants to speak to you through the same oracle cards. Talking to heaven, and she's laughing. At times I forget that spirit, they truly can hear, see, feel what we're thinking, what we're feeling. It's true that they see all, because your grandmother's laughing at me. Once again, reading my thoughts, because of, you guys don't know this, but I have a military background. And so sometimes I can get very army, very military, blah, blah, blah. And so when I was telling John, hey, can you let me know when you're finished? She was laughing at me, because I was saying that was how, you talk to people with respect, blah, blah, blah. But in my mind, I must have been thinking something else, because she was laughing at me. Your granny has a really great sense of humor as well, Michael. Let me know if that resonates. So I'm going to shuffle the deck here. And she's telling me there are 2 cards that she wants, that she's going to give to you, 2 messages. And she wants you to laugh more as well. She says, tell him I want him to laugh more. She's still laughing at me. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. All right, so let's see. Oh, that totally makes sense. The second. Okay. Um, this is her message. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Let me see. What do you want to add to that? She's saying that, the older generations, they were raised different than, John and I and people who are younger than us. Um, they were not, it, and this goes for male and females. Um, for some reason, they were not all older generations, but um, some were raised not to show. What are you saying? Not to show too much emotions. Something like she was guarded. But she says she showed how much she loved everyone through her actions. She didn't say it a lot, but she wants you. And she says this is for other people, someone else. I don't know if you have a sibling. It's a female. But I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. What did you say, Michael? Funny because every time see me before she passed, she cried when she seen me. So, and then she says, what I was talking about earlier a minute ago, I see all of your thoughts. She wants you to know. And she says that with a raised eyebrow. Like, I see what you're thinking about. I hear you, I see you. It's kind of like a disciplinary type of tough love, like, I see you. So those are her two messages for you, Michael. Let me know if those resonates. Tiffany says, thank you for doing me. Has been interesting listening to others too. You're very welcome, Tiffany. Was there someone else you're drawn to, John?
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson, this one right here, can I get a car, please? In-house move. Oh, can I get a car, please? House move and career. Before yous go, please. She must be from Ireland.
It could take quite a while for you to move, for you to find the right place. You will have opportunities to move before the year, but the perfect place will you'll be there a year from now. I would advise you don't rush into any properties if you get red flags over them. And career-wise, I see it could be 6 months. It could maybe be the end of the year or just before the end of the year. Yeah. Okay, Leo, that's me finished.
Okay. Dawn, when I tune into your name and the energy of the words that you wrote that I have on the screen, house move. When I read house move, your guardian angels in the spirit world are saying you and someone else, excuse me, need to get a little more organized. Um, Take a moment, sit down, what do you call it, brainstorm, and get specific on like, where do you want to live? What type of house? Is it an apartment? Like, when I tune into your name and energy, it's just kind of, everything's a little scattered. Also feel that you just want to move. You're just trying to get out of there. And there's actually a little fear behind this as well. So all of that stuff is kind of preventing you guys, because it's not just you. There's, whether you have a partner or children, um, and that's why you're not getting any type of clarity, like, because uh, you have not sat down and really got specific, like, and only think about what you want, right? Only, don't worry about like, oh my God, how can I afford this? And what about this? And what if this? Like, I'm getting a lot of that. And if you continue to do that, you're either you're pushing back the move date or clarity on where the date of when you're moving, and or you're just going to force it, and it's not going to be a great move for you. It's not going to be what you want. So take a moment, sit down, get clear with the other person or family, get everyone involved, and make a list. Get very clear. Um, and that's as well for your career. Like, I sense all of this kind of like a chaos around you. You really need some um, quiet time, because to get clarity on when you're going to move and career, it's not going to come until you get until you get some quiet time, like meditation, and start writing stuff down. Like, I'm getting, well, I'll work here, but I really want to do this, but I don't want to, like, and so the universe is sitting with their arms crossed and looking at you like, really, Dawn? Okay. You want more? We'll give you more chaos and unclarity. So that's what you're experiencing. So really, I'm going to leave you with, take some quiet time, and or sit down with the other people and get very clear on what you want. Don't think about, the what ifs and, I don't know about, because that's just going to bring more of that stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so look, it's already 2 minutes after 1. Um, John, do you want to extend our time? How do you feel?
I can hear a couple of the triplets screaming. So Asha's only got, she can only handle one at a time. So I'm going to have to go and help her. But are you staying on longer? You said you were going to do the 90 minutes.
Okay. So you were saying on top of that, that Dawn, what was that? Repeat that
Oh,
again.
no. I was saying that Asha, I need to go and help Asha. I can't stay on any longer. Like you'll stay on for longer, but I'll need to go here shortly.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. So John has to go. So Dawn says, thanks, John. And Leo resonates 100%. All right. Did you want to go ahead and do one more reading before you leave, or?
Yeah, you pick. You pick who you want.
Okay, I pick. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jessica Newsons, I'm drawn to you. Can you comment? Let us know that you're still here. She says, shared any message from my dad, Bill. Thank you for your time and energy. All right. You want me to go ahead first, or you want to go?
I'll go first, and then sure, I'll just let myself out of the stream, and then you can continue on.
Okay. Yeah, guys. So John is going to do this final reading. Hey, his if you want to contact him, and if you want to book a private reading, I'm going to write down his page, his Facebook page, which is DALRAIDA Readings. So this is how you can contact John, send him a private message. He also goes live. Please support him. You know, money, energy, it takes time and energy, and that exchange of giving and receiving is very powerful. So if you're able to pay for a private reading, great. If you're able to donate when he goes live, great. And if you're not, then a thank you, a simple thank you. I am grateful. I appreciate your time and energy. It's very powerful. We are energy beings, and so money is just energy. But I digress. Please, did I type? Hold on a second. I'm gonna type in his. Did I type that? Did I
No,
type that?
I can't see it. Wait, hold on.
Here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his Facebook page. Look in comments if you want to reach out to John. Okay, I'm gonna shut my mouth. Go ahead, John. I'm gonna stay on. I feel energized. I'm gonna keep going for at least another 30 minutes, maybe another.
Yeah, you're finding the flow
Go
well
ahead.
tonight. You're finding the flow well. Jessica, she wants you to know she was met by so many loving people. Lots of family members were there to greet her. Ones that she knew, you maybe wouldn't know them. Uh, she does wish you, or sorry, your dad Bow does wish he had told you more often how much he loved you. He wants you to know you will be together again, and he sends you signs through nature. If you see butterflies at strange times of the year, finding feathers, coins where there wasn't them before, that's him sending you signs, letting you know he's there. Also, whenever you're in the house and you think of him, he's there present with you, and it's the energy you're picking up. That's what makes you think about him. But that's all I've got. Over to you now, Leo. But I'll just let myself out of the stream here.
Okay, man. Thank you so much. I'll be catching up with you later on. Okay.
No problem. 100%.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Oops, I'm still there.
Okay. Oh, let me get out of this double screen here. Let me see here. All right. You guys you're going to stick around at least for another 30 minutes? I feel like I can go another hour. Let me know. Okay, Jessica, if you're still here, I think you are. Your dad wants to give you a message through talking to heaven. Okay, Michael says yes, cool. Yeah, please hang out with me more. Please share this live stream, get some more people in here. Please donate if you want, if you can. So let's see here. Jessica, Bill. You know, as I tune into his energy, and if you can just verify for me, but he's coming through and he's kind of saying that he was very, he was he disciplinarian. He's saying strict. he's saying almost like a drill sergeant. I think maybe he's using that analogy because I was in the Army and I had, when I went through basic training, we had drill sergeants screaming at us. But I don't know. You let me know if that resonates with you. But he says he loves you. He says, I was like that with you kids. Tough love, but you guys knew and know that I love you. All right, so let's see here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Jessica says sometimes more for my brother. He was in the Navy. Okay. Maybe that's why he used that memory of mine as a reference. His first message to you, Jessica, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. And this is kind of on the same, what I was saying earlier about that our parents' generation, especially men, and sometimes the women, just were not all, but they were just not raised to show emotions or say I love you or something. And it was a struggle with him. But he wants you to know, and he says you knew this, you guys knew this. And he says, I am here helping you. So he says he communicates to you through your intuition, through your thoughts, through the ideas that come up. He says that you actually hear him, like that voice, it sounds like him. Or you may even say, Dad would say that, or something to that effect. So that's one of many signs and ways to let you know that he's around you. He's trying to help you. He can't make you do anything. And he kind of laughs at that. He says, I can, from my standpoint or from my viewpoint, I can see a lot. I know a lot. I'm no angel. I'm no spirit guide, but I can help you if you open up and if you listen to me and take a moment and then, follow through. And then he says this, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. And this is about, he's saying that's about that. He says that he kept a lot in and then he would just blow up at times. He was not very expressive. And then he says that, it's just how he was raised, that generation. So those are his messages to you, Jessica. Let me know if they resonate with you. Oh, by the way, I'm going to bring up someone here. Hold on. So I had this guy from the UK did a logo for me, and I wanted to shout him out. I don't know if he's here or not. His name is Ben. You can reach him on Instagram, but he did this logo for me. If you can see that. It's kind of extravagant, a little too much maybe, but that's what I wanted. And let me just, his name is on Instagram is Ben Graphics 94, I believe. He does profile photos, banners. He's really good. So go shout him out. He lives in the UK. Yeah, Ben's Graphics. Ben's BEN. I'll just type it in. I'll type it in and you guys can see. Ben's Graphics 94. He's pretty quick too. He's really good. Like what you guys see there, that's my dog Sheila and Buddy, and then the oracle cards behind me. He did all of that. So very patient, very good guy, professional. So go check him out. Ben Graphics 94. I just typed his IG account in the chat. All right. Let's see. Jessica says, yes, his parents were not very loving. Yes, I do hear his voice as he would talk. Yes, I understand. Yes, we were not very close before he passed. Yes, he was violent. Yes, he was raised that way. Yeah. You know, he's asking for forgiveness, Jessica. And he's showing me with his head in his hand, he's very sad. When he passed, we all go through a life review. And so from the moment he was born up to the moment he crossed over or died, physically died, he replayed all of that, and he saw all the hurt. He saw the good times. He just saw everything. He relived everything. And while going through this life review, he actually feels the emotions as well. So whether it was good, happy times, or whether he was hurting someone, now on the other side, he's like, ugh, I was like that. Oh my, So he's really asking for forgiveness. So I don't know if you want to talk to him, have a chat with him. He hears you. He hears you. All right. Okay. Yeah. He's still kind of very hard on himself. So maybe there's other people. He's saying that there's other people he has hurt. So. Okay, it's 1:18. We've got 11 people here, I think. All right, so who's next? Hello, Paula. Paula Akers says, I would love a card reading. Okay. All right, let's see. Paula, if you're still here, give me a number between 1 and 16. You're welcome, Jessica. Thank you for stopping by. Give me a number between 1 and 16, Paula. Right now, it's just gray. Paula asked if we're getting the hurricane. Has it turned into a hurricane? The last time I checked, it was a tropical storm. Okay, Paula says 9. But yeah, I live here in Miami. It's just been raining a lot. It was extremely windy yesterday. It was so windy, it knocked down my little mini grow house. I heard this big crash yesterday, and I just brought it in. But even though I'm not from Florida, us Floridians, if it's not a Cat 5, we're like, meh. I've seen so many memes, and this guy on TikTok, he does this comparison of how Floridians act with the weather, hurricanes, mosquitoes, the sun, versus other characters. He plays the same. It's the same person, but he plays like he'll say from other states versus Floridians. Anyway, but yeah, right now it's just kind of calm, gray. Oh, you're in the Palm Coast. Me either. Okay. Yeah. I've been here since 2004. I've been through a few hurricanes, and I've kind of adapted the Floridian mentality of like, nah, whatever, until it's like a Cat 5. But I've already kind of bought some stuff, and so I'm kind of hurricane prepped. But the memes of people having parties, buying alcohol, it's true. Floridians are really like that, barbecuing and stuff like that. Whereas other states be like, oh my God, lock the doors, put boards up, buy gallons of water and toilet paper. Anyway, you said 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So I'm going to be pulling from the divine guidance from your angels. Yeah, Florida is a very special state. Paula says, I am not a fan of Florida. Yeah, Florida is a very special state with very special people. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's see. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. First message, Paula. Your guardian angels want you to be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. So you must be concerned about a specific or specific situations. It is safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support, guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength. Take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angel wings. Paula, be honest with yourself, express your truth, honor your truth, speak your truth is the best way. And it says joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It's the magical sense of everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible level. So do something that brings you joy, Paula. And this is in the present. You need to start doing this now. That first card was in the past, like you haven't been honest with yourself or speaking your truth or honoring your truth. And I feel like someone, and I think this is stemming from childhood. At some point, you heard or believed or experienced that if you're honest and you speak your, that there will be consequences. So throughout life, since that moment up to this moment today, that has become your subconscious belief. You need to release and let that go. Once you're able to be more honest with yourself and express your truth, then that's when joy will kind of come into your life. Things, that situation will resolve. Also, you should do more self-care activity. Take care of yourself. It's important that you take care of that. We all first take care of ourselves, then we're able to take care of others. We are number one, everyone else is number two, if you choose to believe that. That's how it should be. Do something. If you can't think of anything, then go volunteer, go help someone, go help a family member do something. And just say, oh, I just want to do this because I love you. I don't want anything back. Yeah. Paula says, that came up. I wish I would have said that. I felt when I was reading that this is regarding a relationship. I didn't say it though. I need to stop doing that and just speak what comes to me. Paula says, been in a very abusive relationship, so I could speak. And this is something that you saw or experienced as a child. Maybe you don't realize that now this has become yours, a subconscious belief that's no longer serving you. Maybe at some point it protected, it helped you, but today as an adult, you need to release and let that go. So do, whether that's therapy or yoga or exercising or doing volunteering, do something that's for you, take care of you. And really makes sense because the last card here says the ocean. So if you don't have well, you say you live in Florida. So, well, maybe you don't want to go to the beach now. I don't know how the waters are at the beach at this moment. If it's calm and you feel safe, go to the beach. If it's not, if you can find some quiet time, do that. That's what the ocean, that's what this card is about. It's time for you to kind of sit to yourself and think about how you want to change your life. Think about what you're no longer willing to put up with, reclaiming your power, stuff like that. All right, Paula, let me know how that resonates with you. Okay, who's next? Okay, what does Paula say? I sit in my apartment by myself all day. Spot on. Thank you. Please, you're very welcome, Paula. Please, those cards aren't random. I tune into your energy, and these are the messages your guardian angels, your loved ones, spirit world want you to know. Because once you start taking action and following through, you're going to see your life get so much better. And remember, be honest. This is how you reclaim your power and release and let go of your past. It's almost like, you know what I'm seeing? You're walking and some entity is stuck on you and it's just dragging behind you. And you're just walking and you feel heavy and down. And that entity that it's almost like a shadow spirit is around your apartment. So please, if you can clean, open the windows, dust, throw away stuff that you no longer use, that would help tremendously. You need to bring in some new energy, and that's how you do that. Just start writing in a journal. Just write. Don't think about the punctuation. Don't think about the spelling. Just write. Whatever comes to mind, write. That could be very part of your reclaiming your power. Very good energy in that. And that's another thing. I don't know where to start. You start by picking up a pen or going to your laptop, open up a Word, or opening up the notebook, and you just write. Don't think about it like, oh, chapter 1. Just write stuff. Write. Whatever comes up, write. That's where you start. Okay. Hi, Haley, Linda. Linda, can you pick up on spirit around me? John. So, Linda, are you saying John the spirit is around you? Oh, thank you, Haley. I appreciate that. See, positive, loving words, all words have energy. But when you say loving, positive, give someone a compliment, I accept that energy and it feels good. Same thing with, you're stupid, I hate you, you're an asshole. Guess what? That has energy too. Negative energy, and it can stick on you, whether you're saying it to someone else. And trust me, if you're saying stuff like that, it's going to come right back to you. Same thing with loving, positive compliments like Haley just gave me. She's going to get that back as well. Oh, okay. Linda says, sorry, I meant Leo. Okay. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Please share. It is so nice to listen to you while I do my bracelets. Oh, okay. Spring. Look, I have my bracelet. Spring is a very talented. This is lapis Sulu and quartz crystal. I bought this from her. Please put how people can contact you. Spring. Beautiful soul, beautiful lady. And she can, I don't want to put you on blast, Spring, but I'm just going to share a little bit. And I think the little that I'm going to share will be okay. So Spring was kind of like who I was just reading earlier, Paula. And she got a private reading with me. And her angels, I just kept seeing, you need to do like a spring cleaning. Funny your name is Spring. You need to do a spring cleaning. There's a room you need to clear out. Open your windows, bring in the sun. And Spring, she would come back, well, I live here and the windows in the pub, I love when people come with excuses. Come back, well, I can't, but I get, when she did that, boom, now she's in this successful jewelry making business. I kind of shortened it, but all because she cleared the energy and she started doing self-care activities. She started doing things, which is jewelry making. She started doing that again, becoming creative, bringing joy to herself. And that energy, she attracted more of that. And I bought this from her. So, well, stop that, Paula. Stop. Praise and compliment yourself. And I just heard you've come a long way. So start there. You know, compared to where you are now to where you were a few days ago, a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago, right? Take a moment, and that should even raise you, because we all evolve daily. Okay, back to Linda. I kind of went on a tangent, didn't I? All right. My dad. Okay, my dad, Ned, has passed. I feel him around me a lot. Your dad has a great, he's like, really? You really feel me around you? So why do you need Leo? Really? And then he says, it's like a term of endearment. I don't know if it's baby girl, baby, Linda, Lenny, Lindy. And then he says, why don't you talk to me if you feel me around you? He's cracking up. He's cracking up. He says, I'm giving her a hard time. There she goes. This is Spring, if you guys want to check her out. Bubble Linda. Okay. I knew there was a B. I heard a B, but I couldn't. I don't understand that too. I always ask Spirit World to speak clearly to me. Maybe I've got some blockages or something. I knew he said something, but I didn't hear it clearly. He just told me, don't worry about it, Leo. You heard me. That was enough. She just validated for you. Tell her I'm around her. He says, he's telling me to go to my talking to heaven. So he says, go ahead and pull a card from her. Since she wants to hear from me, even though she feels me around her. You'll be next, Haley. Yes, he knows I'll be shitty if he appears in front of me. He says, he's cracking up with that. He says, yeah, I know. That's why I would never do that. But he says, my energy, you feel my energy. And he says, I can appear like in your peripheral vision, like you'll see something and then you turn and there's nothing there. But then the first thing you think about is him. He says, that's him. He says, Leo, go ahead. Give her a card. I've got the perfect card for her. Perfect message for her. All right. So let's see. Cut the deck. Let's see what your dad wants to tell you. He wants you to know that he was met by so many loving people. So there was a lot of family members that came and helped him cross over. And then he laughs, and then he says there was like a party. They had a party. And then they talked about like, wow, Earth was tough, huh? I don't know if he's saying all these little different things. It's like this, like almost like a family reunion type of party he's showing me. And they're all talking about their experience here. And he's like, they're all talking about, man, if people only knew, people only knew. So Yeah. Yep. That's his message. He was met by so many loving people. And he's talking family, family and friends. And he's talking about how everyone was talking about their time on earth and how they wish they would have done this. And some of them, including him, they're going to be reincarnated, coming back to learn the lessons that they were. He's laughing about that. Like, dang it, man, I got to do this again. So, yes, it was tough here because he had 8 children. He says, yeah, but I love, he says his soul contract, that was part of his soul contract he was supposed to. He says, you've had many lives together, parallel lives, past lives together. So, all right. So that's his message to you, Linda. I'm going to leave you with that. He says, thank you, Leah. I'm telling him thank you as well. He's with you now, Linda. Okay. Haley, right? Haley, if you're here, was there anyone in particular you want to hear from, or did you want to get a general reading, the cards, or an animal communication reading? He was the best at. He just kind of did this. Yeah, I know. He says, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for that. Even, when we say loving things like this, that's energy and they love that. Same thing with negative stuff. And you've heard the saying about negative entities, evil spirits, they feed off of our energy, our fear. That's a real thing. And it's the same thing with love. Our family members, not that they feed off, but they feel when we say, really honest, sweet things. They pick up on that as well. They love that as well. Is my dad coming through? Haley. Haley's dad, are you here? Let me see. Someone is coming through and he's dressed like, what is that show? I forget the name of the show, but it was back in a time when you could still smoke in the office, and they wore the black frame glasses and the suits and the tie, and the hair was slick, parted. The '60s. What's the name of that show? Something Men, right? Minute. Why do I want to say Minutemen? It's not Minutemen, but something Men. He's coming through like that. Yes, so very true. Mad Men. Yeah. Haley, did your dad dress like that in the TV show or the characters of Mad Men? That's how he's showing he's coming through. And he's telling me he was exactly like that too. Not maybe like, but back during that time, he was exactly like that. So if you ever watched that show and you remember the characters. Oh, I never knew him in this life, but I know he comes sees me in the spirit. Okay. Well, that's how he's showing up to me. So I don't know if you know anyone that can validate that for you, but he's saying, Leo, go ahead and give her a card from Talking to Heaven. Okay. So let me just clear the energy. All right. Yeah. So watch that show, and if you can watch the show, maybe go on YouTube and just see how they are with women. It was kind of like the old, the, what do you call it? The boys club, men's club type of mentality. That's what he's saying. He's like, yep, and that's why I showed up like the way you see me, Leo. Give her one card. You saw I shuffled 3 times. He wants you to know he was met by so many loving people as well. He doesn't have too much to say other than that and how he came through. So that must be very important, how he showed up and how he's bringing up these memories and references to madmen. I hope that you're able to speak to someone who either knew him around that time or knew his personality. And he says, that's it. But he says he is available to you as well. He says, first, do your research about me. Find someone that, I don't know if this would be your mom or like aunts, uncles, neighborhood, school, high school, I don't know. But he wants you to do research, and he says he's gonna actually be with you. He says, I'm gonna be sitting there like, yeah, that was me. No, and he says you're gonna hear him in your head, like the inner voice, even though you've never met him. You're gonna hear this male inner. You can ask, is this you? Is this you, Dad? So do your research first. Get the feel of what people thought of him, and then find some quiet time and meditate, and he'll come and chit chat with you, and or you'll get a dream visitation from him. Okay, I will, Leo. Thanks. You're welcome, Haley. Lovely to know. Thank you. He was a hardworking guy. Like he's really pulling through on this madman mentality. I used to watch that show, and I just remember like those guys and their mentality and how it was like a boys' club and cigarette smoking and stuff like that. There's something about all of that. Keep me updated. Let me know next time I'm live. Hit me up. Let me know if you're able to find anything. Thank you. Makes sense, Leo. Blessed be. You're welcome, Haley. My pleasure. All right, so I don't remember, but I'm just gonna scroll up a little bit. Lotus Kane, if you're still here, comment. Is my dad coming through? Does he have any regrets? Okay, Lotus, can you tell me the name? If you're still here, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Or not a couple of minutes, I'll give you a few seconds. Give me your dad's first name. I am getting something almost like, I don't know if you can validate this, but there's a young man, like 20s. He's the soul spirit is choosing to come through at this time in life, almost like the Grease, with the Broadway show and the movie Grease. He's looking like this, hair slicked back, with the cigarette in the ear, a leather jacket, white T-shirt, jeans, like a bad boy. Lotus Kane, do you know anything about your father, your dad? I think he's telling me he was a bad boy around that age, around that time, like a ladies' man. So let me know if that resonates. Let's see, do you have a message? He says that's why you're drawn to, or at one point was drawn to, bad boys. Yeah. That's how he chose to show up. So maybe he says these were the good. He's saying these were the good old days. It's good times. And I'm seeing him kind of like sitting on a stoop with a cigarette, looking just like John Travolta's character in Grease. Leather jacket, white T-shirt, jeans. He's saying, "What? Ask me a question. What do you want to know?" Oh, he says regrets. He says, "Nope. Am I supposed to regret anything?" That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry. That's what he's saying. Lotus Kane. But that's what I just heard. That's what he just said. And he's kind of laughing. I think that was kind of a joke. But you know how you joke, but there's some truth in a joke? So I'm going to leave you with that because he's not saying too much. And now he's sent me the song from Greece. He's playing that song in my head. You better shape up. And he's kind of walking away in his leather jacket and jeans, and that song is playing, and he's going into the fog. He's gone now. I'm sorry, Lotus, but I can only tell you what was told, what they tell me. So I'm sorry for your loss, but you know, he's available. He showed up, and he chose to show up that way. So he didn't want to show me him being sick or all of that. He didn't even bring up lung cancer or anything. You're welcome. All right. I'll do one more. It's 1:53. I'll do one more reading. Anyone has a pet? The first person that comments pet, mediumship, general, oracle card, paranormal. First person that comments that I see. My Mama Mary. Okay. LK, you're the first one, and you'll be my last reading today. My Mama Mary, LK La Langarica. I'll just call you LK. My Mama Mary. see, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? LK wants to get a message from you. Are you here or around Mary? Okay, well, this beautiful lady has just stepped forward, and she looks like she has stepped out of one of those Hollywood, you know how they dressed in the 60s, you know, very tight up here, and then the dress kind of blooms out at the bottom, uh, with the little hat, red lipstick, dark hair, gloves. It looks like she's about to go, like she's dressed like back in the, you know, Sammy Davis Jr., um, uh, Martin, what's his name? And the other guy, blue eyes. She looks like she's from that era, or she's showing up like this. Dark hair, very nicely dressed, like she's about to go out to one of those clubs from that era. Let's see, what do you want to say? She's telling me she knows my energy is going down. She says, I'll make this easy. Go to the talking to heaven. I'll give her a message through this deck. She says, I know you. I feel your energy is coming down. That's why. Okay. All right, so the Brat Pack. The Brat Pack. I just heard that. The Brat Pack. She wants you to know, LK, I am just a thought away. I am just a thought away. So just like you thought of her and commented, my Mama Mary, she's right there with you. She's on a different plane of existence, higher vibration. We're living in 3D. She's in 5D. And all you have to do is think of her, and she's there with you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. LK, I haven't heard from you since you wrote my Mama Mary, so I hope that what came through resonates. If it doesn't, then I suggest that you do research, but that's how she chose to show up. And then that's her message to you. You're very welcome. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. I am going to go live again. Yeah, she says, I always feel her around me. Around. She is. She says, I literally am. Just hold your arm out like this, and I'm right there in another dimension. So I'm not up in the sky, up in a tree. I'm just at a high, since I don't have a physical body, I'm pure energy. And so I'm there. I'm always around you. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to be going live again soon. Yeah. Let's see how this hurricane Isaias or tropical storm Isaias, see how he does Miami. You're welcome, Michael. Michael, thank you all for stopping by again. Um, let me just put up something here real quick. And this is, hold on. This is John's information, my information, uh, my Facebook, Love, Light, Clarity, Leo, and my YouTube channel, Psychic Medium Leo Shelton. Hey, if you're still here, give me some topics that you would like for me to speak about for content on my YouTube channel. So comment, because I'll come back once this live stream is recorded and it's up. I'll come back through and look at the comments. And if you guys give me some suggestions for content for my YouTube channel, that'll be awesome, right? Exchange, giving and receiving. So I appreciate that. You guys take care, and I'll be seeing you soon.